And finally the blue moon is here, the much anticipated and written about, especially in the spiritual communities. I don't really like the name. Names are just labels and tags that helps us, okay, yes, connect and everything. So even though you are a part of the spiritual community, or if you're not, I'm pretty sure that you have seen or read something about the blue moon and why this is so powerful. And mostly what you have heard or what you have read is about the power to manifest. It's about the power to put your mind in exactly whatever you want, visualize, and see it happen. I will tell you my experience of what I've been feeling these months with the ascension going and whatever is going on in the universe right now and on the planetary system, and all the fears and all the negativity and everything that we are just driven to face. So, being in the middle and mostly to the end of the ascension part that's been going on, as I said, for a couple of months with all the retrogrades, that they're gonna still be there for a few months more. Since yesterday, usually when I'm feeling the moon energies, I'm feeling very differently. Usually it is headaches or vibrations in my spine, kundalini risings, but this time this was different. Since yesterday there is a Kali, there is Ma Kali being awakened inside me, and just feeling this absolute explosion, this absolute realization of all the things that I just do not want, that they just do not serve me, that I never understood as a child, and now I do understand where they come from and what they serve, but I still fight against them. And it is the realization that with all the love bombing that we're having in the spiritual communities, love is everything. Love is the power. Love is enlightenment. Love is the frequency. Love is the universe. I strongly believe that, and I strongly walk on this path as much as I can my entire life. But this doesn't come without a lot of ego deaths and a lot of snake skin falling out of our body in every time we're facing a really tough part in our life and an ego death. So what does this mean? For today, for me, the full moon, it is exactly that. It is Ma Kali setting all the energy of what it doesn't want. Because when we know what we don't want, the energy, sometimes we don't know exactly what we want because the ego can play a lot of games. Some people will say I want money, some people will say I want work, some people will say I want a partner. But the truth is that the universe and our energy knows better what it is good for us. The higher self knows what it is better for us. And the ego mind does not know. So, as I'm navigating these energies today, I was not good. I was planning to go to the beach, get my drums, sing some Kalima songs, have my candles, but I was being sick, very low energized, very tired from all this ascension, from work, from everything, from energies, from my own self facing my demons. And I couldn't get up. And as I was going to get up just to come and chill, have a beer here, yes, it is not that much of, have a smoke, yes, here are my smokes. Yes, it is not that much spiritual, but you know something, we are people. We are humans, we are having a human experience, and those are part of it in this Maya that we just try to navigate, okay? So I thought, okay, go outside, have a beer, chill under the moon, maybe meditate a bit, try to connect. And my mother called. I'm living separate from my parents from 20 years now, since very small. I'm not really connected with them. But I can see that the shift that is happening with me, especially after my journey in India, has also made a shift into them. So she asked me something, and just this river on information and of energies I was keeping inside just flew out, just came out. And I just told her all the rather, let's say, negative things I have inside, of what is going in work, what is going on inside me, how trapped I feel, how much I want to help, and I feel like I'm not, I don't know the way. Most of us, we are trapped in the same thing. We are all trying to escape this Maya, this false reality, and we just cannot, and we do not know the way. And we just need to trust the process. For some, it is very long. For some, it is easier. We have chosen a rather more difficult path for the ascension of our soul, or easier, or we are lucky to have the soul family closer, or in my case, for example, really far in India. I've been recently, I've met most of my close soul family being there, waiting for me there. But what I want to say is that when I started talking to my mother, I started saying to her about the apocalypse, about what does it mean. So my mother asked me a question. She told me that, a very simple question. She told me, with all this access that we're having now, and with everything that the civilization has managed, with all this evolution, why we did not manage to escape? And I told her that it's exactly that. We went so much into that false reality. Even this right now, yes, it is a way, it has become a way to expand and to share our truths, yes, maybe help our own self-expressed, throat chakra energized truths to be spread, yes. But most of the people, they're just diving into the real, so they're just diving into this fake reality, this Maya, like it is the only purpose. And I explained to her that the earth, it cannot be maintained anymore. It just cannot. All this extraction of materials, either gold or other minerals, of oil, everything, all the distractions, forests, everything, whatever we've done, all the natural things that this earth had to keep her steady, and keep her steady within the magnetic forces of the universe, that they would just were keeping her in a steady route around the other planets, around the sun, around everything. Right now, it is losing its core. Right now, it is losing its magnetism. The poles are shifting, everything is shifting. The earth cannot maintain her stability anymore. And cannot maintain her stability anymore because we did it. This is the truth. We did it. And that thing that I'm saying right now, it is connected to the first video I made, if you have not seen it, about the energies that happen right now with the retrogrades. I might pull it as a link below, that the earth is purging. The earth is purging and it's destroying everything. The entire universe is helping earth destroy everything right now, including us, because we are destroying something of the most beautiful and unique in the entire universe. An experience, the human experience, and what earth is, that it is literally, as far as we know and we're being communicated, until now, completely different from all the other experiences around the universe due to the density. So, we have completely destroyed this. We cannot maintain this. We cannot maintain anymore this false reality that we have built. And right now, we are forced. The earth is forcing the universe. The universal laws right now are enforcing the earth and us to make a reboot. To just install the program all over again, because it has malfunctioned in such a way that it's just not operating anymore, and that's about it. It needs a completely new program. And as I said, if you are into the spiritual community and you have seen for sure light codes or all the psychic and all these things that are happening, all of them are there. All of them are portals, all of them are real, everything is there. But even if you're walking on the awakening path and you're not reading until yet, light codes, for example, me, yet, I hope and I would really love to expand into that place of awareness. But if it's not, maybe it's not for this life, maybe not for this reality, maybe for another, it is okay. that doesn't mean that we are not aware, that we're not meant to build awareness, and we're not coming to just have kids, have a crappy job, be locked inside, and never experience whatever this earth and whatever being part of the universe and whatever this universe as a whole, how we can perceive it through ourselves, it can give us. So the more open you are, the more you can perceive and the more you can understand. And I was telling her exactly that, of how fortunate I have been for India to be the main part. I believe that I was being getting ready my entire life since since I can remember myself. I was already 5 years old, and Egypt and energies and everything since I was a very small child. So at some point you just start realizing that your path is very much separate, and no path will come easy. And sometimes, if you have already started on your journey, you probably also have seen videos about the dark part of spirituality. And the truth is that the dark part of spirituality and the light path of spirituality are one of the same. One cannot coexist without the other. It is yin and yang. It is the law of the universe. One cannot go without the other. So, what I meant to say by that is that we are listening to all of these things of on the full moon, we need to manifest and we need to have this vibration and everything. But what if we're in a place of purging? What if we're in a place that our soul just wants to express and just erupt? It's okay. It is the Kali. It is the Kali and it is the Kali Ma energy. If we don't use this energy, that eventually Kali Ma is all about love. Kali Ma, if you know about Kali Ma, if you don't know, I will have another video. When she steps onto Shiva, she doesn't step onto Shiva, as I also thought before I know the story, because she has this destructive energy. No, Shiva lays on the feet of Kali while she's destroying the entire world in that fury, while she is destroying the demons that Shiva has called upon, has created her to come and help with. And when she cannot stop her fury, Shiva will lay down. And Kali, while she's being on her fury, she will step on the Shiva and then she will realize out of love that she needs to stop. But before that place, she has gone through all the anger and through all the negativity. It is a mandatory process. It is a process that we actually need to go through. So if in this full moon, you didn't feel very much loving, you didn't feel very much manifesting, you didn't feel that much on this loving energy, it is okay. And it is okay because your soul needed to express something else. It needed to release. The moon brought you release. The moon brought you purging. So within the next cycle that's going to start, you are going to be more free. You are going to have less weight on your shoulders and get the energies of the entire session and whatever is going on in the planetary system for us in a more of a clear way and in a more of a helpful way. So all of these things that are just coming into my head right now, okay, I'm having a running mind of everything that's happening within me all these times. And while I was explaining to my mother, if you watched the entire video, while I was explaining to my mother, is that this is a process that we're going along the end right now. Because she cannot take it anymore, we cannot take it anymore, and it is something that just needs to be done. There is no new start if the old thing does not die. It does not happen. And that means that we grew. When a snake gets rid of the old skin, it is because it has outgrown the old skin. The old skin, it is old and just needs to fall off for the skin to go on. And at the beginning, the new skin of the snake is going to be more fragile, it's going to be more soft, it's going to get a little bit more scratchy, but it will get thickened, it will get stronger, it will get bigger by the time until the snake is ready to get rid of that body, the cover of its body one more time. What I mean to say by all this, it is that deep inside, We know our purpose. We don't know how to get there, but we do know that there is something bigger going on. And what it is that we strive for, what it is that we want. Sometimes the ego mind will say this, will say that, but in reality, we don't really know if that job we are going after, or that love we are going after, whatever we are going after, it is actually for a higher good. But we do need to trust the process that is going to give us something, to understand something, to teach us something, so we will grow out of it to become better, to become more aware and get ready for the next stage. It is literally like a game. Every time you're going through stages, and on the end you are having the boss, and you have to fight the boss with everything that you have learned in all the previous stages. So you know something? It is fine. It is fine if you are not in a loving place, or you are in an angry place. And if you are in a loving place, this is even better. Everything, it is okay, because it is a part of the journey.